one mount out of the dungeon. It was telling me auction house was down.
Hmm. So I can't get my money.
I just got.
I
Someone
was
actually
so
bought my training sword of the eagle and scalping tomahawk of agility.
somebody bought them. Well,
Yeah,
I've
I
got
got 3 sales, so I'm up to 61 silver.
nice. I've got mail, so we'll see if it's probably just that nobody bought them. And oh no,
Yeah.
somebody bought them. That's good.
Um,
That's very
I'm
good.
I'm not gonna waste time posting it back up. I'm gonna do it at the end of stream.
Hmm.
I think would just be the wiser option. Because by then I'll probably have more to put up there.
Right.
Great to meet you. Keep your feet on the ground. Safe travels. See you soon.
The Church of Beef? No, I'm not joining some
Be
random
good.
guild.
I ticked the box. I ticked the box.
Oh,
You should go and tick the box.
I probably should.
Otherwise, they're just gonna be bothering you whole time.
Where do I block it at? Is it in social?
Yeah, should be under social.
Okay. Alright. So, last time in this, I have been looking up some build ideas for talents that I might want to do from my rogue.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was debating going with the sword combat aspects being that one's highly recommended for solo players. But I think assassination as combat would be better overall for me.
Yeah, whatever helps you kill things faster.
And that would probably be the sword one, wouldn't it? I would think. Because that one... Alright, guard, where's the rogue trainer? Class trainer? Rogue. Of course they're in the way back. Oh, goodness. I guess it helps, because visit the rogue trainer. And then I can hit the griffin and go back to Lac Moderne.
Want to come out here? Places.
Well, I gotta finish up the rat catching quest. I have 7 of 12 years.
Not a good place. Like this place at all.
Well, I was gonna go finish up the rat catching, and then I was gonna run across the wetlands. And,
oh yeah, you're gonna go over to your favorite
Sanctuary.
zone. Yeah, you were gonna go check out your favorite zone.
Well, I've heard rumors of a dagger that's useful for me on the offhand or main hand, with being out there as a quest reward. Whether it's true or not remains to be known.
The rumors. The rumors true.
Yeah.
Isn't that what questing is mostly is running around seeing if the rumors are true?
I mean, it adds spice to the game, whether it's true or not. It gives you time, gives you playtime.
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
I think that's more fun than
it can
anything.
also be a waste of time, though.
That is very true.
But that's
But you
okay.
know what? It still adds. It takes 1 gold to respec. Oh my goodness!
Oh, you didn't remember that? Yeah.
I thought it was
No more free
later levels.
No more free respecking in the old world.
Well, I know it wasn't free, but I thought it started off with like it went based off
Oh.
levels.
Hmm. Fortunately not.
That's what I get for being stupid, I guess.
I have no idea what I'm gonna do for spec for this guy.
Interest you on a pint? Be good. Off with you. Watch your back.
Well, my initial plan was
Good.
to switch over to the sword spec.
Hmm.
Here there.
Because that one apparently has good solo fighting.
Hmm.
Or has more utility for solo fighting mobs.
Yeah.
Off with you.
Dagger's good if you're gonna backstab things, but sometimes it's hard to do that as a.
Back solo.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna go back to. I was gonna go to the sword one, but I already invested 2 points into improved eviscerate.
Well, I mean, but eviscerate's good. You can use a.
Can you still use it with a sword?
Yeah, you should be able to still use that with a sword. Yeah, dagger is really the. I mean, with maybe 1 or 2 other exceptions. Backstab's the only one that's specifically for dagger.
Alright.
You're good with eviscerate.
I gotta learn swords in Stormwind, don't I?
Probably, I think Wu Ping will help you. Wu Ping knows.
Well, this has just been a rough start of getting XP. Gotta go wait for the tram now. But at least when I learn I can pick up the sword thing, I can just Hearthstone up to Lockmodan. So I don't have to do the run. Because I can just go straight from Lockmodan to Wetlands to Boat. I was watching a guy do like a dwarf hunter on hardcore, but he was like infiltrating the OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
Watch your back.
He was infiltrating them.
Oh yeah, because he was like, when he came across like a few of like the bigger streamers out in the world, he had like an AI voice going over it. It's Rav,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, if I wanted to hear Poppin screaming at me, I'd just listen to my father in the other room or something like that. Like I cannot, in good, I firmly believe he was just there for the memes, and everyone just fell in love with his videos. Because he was just adamantly insulting like the different streamers. Like something would go wrong, it was their fault or something.
Yeah.
He was watching a rogue that accidentally pulled too many mobs, and he was just standing there like, "You got this," cheering them on as they were dying.
Uh-huh.
And the other one was he pulled in extra add-ons for the tank, like ads for the tank in a dungeon. And he says it was an accident, it was a rat.
I thought it was a rat. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It was kind of amusing to watch. And that has been your World of Warcraft update for the last couple days. I linked you the screenshot of the maintenance times for Tuesday.
So it looks like they're going to be done by the time we get around to playing.
I have yet to find a World of Warcraft like patch day, like major patch day, like they're planning, that they don't end up DDoSed for the rest of the day and probably the next day.
Right.
That's why I'm just wanting to be prepared, because I think they're DDoSed every time. 'Cause I remember Dragonflight, they got DDoSed like for days when that launched. I think Shadowlands was similar. It's just better to be prepared of having problems.
Yeah.
Should I just take this guy up selling a stockade run, level 60, free for all loot?
Go for it. Sit back and soak up the XP, like the trickle that you would get.
Get the trickle.
Yeah.
Well, I could accept the quest inside of it, and that would give me
Mm-hmm.
some really good XP.
Yeah.
You got my attention. Off with
He's
you.
probably charging a gold per person though. Like, let's be honest, it's gonna be a
Very good.
price that he's selling for that I can't afford.
Yeah. Who knows?
I did see a thing they were like trying to limit people from doing that kind of stuff in Ascension.
Doing what?
I think selling like the runs, the stuff,
Oh, really?
boosting. I saw that, or was that a different server? I can't remember. Too many World of Warcraft clients.
Mm.
All right, where's Whooping guy at? Is he in the? I thought he was in the Dwarven district.
No, he's right. He's in that. Oh, what's the?
Trade district?
Yeah, he's in the trade district, right across from
Oh,
right
okay.
across
I
from
thought
the
he was.
auction hall.
All right. For some reason, I had it in my head he was in the Dwarven district.
My stupid thing
What's
never
wrong?
works. My mouse, it keeps going back to.
Did you also get that mouse from Timu?
Be quiet. Shop
Okay.
Timu.
I'll just be quiet.
It's
Over here.
it's a Logitech mouse, and it's got this little
Oh,
thing that's supposed to detect which game that you're playing and do that.
it's a
But
Logitech.
it keep
Then that is weird.
but it keeps switching back to the desktop. I'll switch it to
Ah,
logging out. Hold on.
yeah, that's weird. Logitech are usually really good.
World of Warcraft is now active. Stay active. Stupid thing.
Holy crap! Hearthstones are
Just keep switching back to the
super
desktop.
long. I did not think the Hearthstone would take so long. I'm kind of bummed I didn't pick up a World Buff this time when I was in Stormwind.
Yeah, you've gotten spoilt. Gotten spoilt. I don't have a target.
It's not my fault every time I was in Stormwind. They were dropping it.
Yeah, it knocks. That's just I just have no words. No words. Got to do these little gnomes over here.
Pleased to meet you.
Are you still in the
You have a great day now.
Snowland, or did you get to the next zone over?
Well, I was in the next zone over, but then I decided to finish up a couple of the quests out here.
This is either gonna go really well or really bad. It went really bad.
What?
I was trying to single pull this kobold, but he decided to call his buddies.
All his buddies came.
Well, I thought they were out of range of one another and they weren't gonna social aggro.
Of course they're gonna bring their buddies.
Yeah. Of course they'd bring their buddies. They got a prime human
That's
with
right.
jiggle physics on the line. Call the homeboys.
They're probably less concerned with that and probably how easy it'll be to put you on a rotisserie.
I mean,
And plus
I
they can use
continue. I can continue the joke, but I'll
can-
leave it there.
they can use all the fat that they get from your body to make more candles.
Sure. We'll leave it at that. I still think. Anime does things to a guy.
Yeah, you've poisoned your mind. Almost like you've been running around with the One Ring and poisoning your mind. For 800 years, it poisoned his mind.
How does Golem actually live that long, in all honesty? Because wasn't he like a couple centuries
ring.
old? And he,
The
A
ring,
ring?
yeah, the ring extended his life.
but he
lifespan.
was away from the ring for so many years when Bilbo had it, though. So how did that work?
Well, he had it for a lot longer than Bilbo did, though. So you could theorize that, you know, it had infused him enough to where it was a little bit more self-sustaining. But he did go. You know, the longer he was away from it, the more crazy he went. So there was that trade-off.
I don't know. He was pretty crazy with it,
Oh
too.
yeah, yeah, he was. No arguing there. I hope all the karma that I'm building up pays off in the end. Because I could have sniped a couple of herbs from a couple of players, and I didn't do it.
That never works in World of Warcraft. Remember, the best ones are the most toxic. They are the ones that get the best favors.
Yep.
How does slice and dice even work?
It increases based on the number of points that you use, it increases your attack speed by a certain number of seconds.
Finish him melee attack.
Yeah, the more combo points you spend on it, the more or the longer it'll
come
last.
on. Why did you have to bring your homeboys again, dude? You weren't even near them.
He's got a whistle.
He has the stalker whistle on him. Stranger danger. Oh, someone left a boar out. Don't mind if I do. Funny enough, when the leather I put up on the auction house didn't even sell.
Didn't sell or already sold?
It didn't sell.
Yeah, you might have to wait for medium leather. Medium might sell a little bit better.
I'm not really too concerned of working the auction house because, in all honesty, if you hit 60 before me, I might as well just finish this out to 60 and just log off and never touch him again.
Well, that's what I'm going to do with this one. Once he gets to 60, he won't get played again.
Well, that's the same thing with a lot of my like max levels. It's just like I have 3 that I will continuously play. Other than that,
yeah.
When they hit max level, they just sit there looking pretty in a transmog outfit.
Yeah. Yeah, this dude is strictly for this this project.
Yeah. Although if you hit 60 before mine and I'm at like 54 or something, I might as well just finish it out to 60. So it looks nice. It's kind of lost.
So it
though,
looks nice.
You know? Well, yeah. You never know. This server might update to Rather Clean Classic version 3.
Oh yeah.
I need to have at least level 55s for a Death Knight. I feel like their season of Discovery servers is like an attempt to get people off Project Ascension, because a lot of them have like similar things on both servers.
Alright.
I just got a cadet belt. Is that any good? It's male, but I can't wear it. Lame. I started stream off collecting my auction house thing and had like 60 something gold. I'm already back down to 28.
What are you spending your money on?
My skills.
Oh, that's true. I haven't gone back to the trainer yet. Very soon when I'll have to do that.
I didn't think they were so expensive at level 12. So it's just like I was expecting like then I bought the sword training and Stormwind.
Yeah.
So that was 10.
Oh heck, that's your major gold sink. Leveling is buying those new
Yeah.
skills.
I thought the sword training was gonna be like the killer on my wallet. It was not expecting the skills itself to be so bad at this level anyway. I knew it got pretty pricey around level 20 and going up. I'm not even hunting your kind anymore, tunnel rat.
They have
Calm down.
long memories. They've got long memories.
Well, it's a good thing I can give them a one-way ticket, same-day delivery to the pearly gates. I don't even know why I want to go up the Dark Shore. This is...
Said
Oh,
there's a dagger. There's the rumor of a dagger.
yeah, that's true.
I'm out of range.
I was in Stormwind. Do you know what quest is in Stormwind? Especially the Dwarven district? A delivery.
Yeah.
You know what I could have picked up when I was there? A delivery.
Yep. Yeah, I made sure to pick that one up when I went down to do the Hogger thing. You know, I don't like these leper gnomes. Not one bit.
I don't like gnomes in general, especially when they're magical in nature.
with pink pigtails.
Yeah. I'm just not a fan of mages in this game. I like playing like magic users in other games, but this game, no. I hate playing mage. I have a mage parked out in Battle for Azeroth, where that big mechanical spider will spawn in. And every week I log in, shoot one fireball at it while the other players gank it. And I hope for a mount. And then log right back off and say see you next week.
See you next week. Well, that's one way to use the class, I guess.
Well, I did level him at one point to be like a raider for a guild I did join for about 2 weeks before like drama happened.
Right.
And I did not enjoy leveling him at all. So I think it was just being bitter over that.
Too far away.
Oh, you know how it goes.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Last night after you got like stopped by Dune, there was a guy that joined that server was complaining about people building on roadways. Like in global chat.
Oh, in the Dune game?
Yeah. Well, I logged on today and he was banned. Apparently he was being very aggressive towards other players.
Oh, really?
And it's not a PvP server.
Trying to like kite monsters to them and make their lives miserable.
Well, no, like on PvE, you're not supposed to be like blowing out people's walls and raiding their bases. And he was getting really aggressive about the ones in the that were quote unquote roadways. So he's blowing out the walls to drive through them, and that's a big no-no.
Well, why are people building walls on the road anyway?
Because you can't build them out in like the big sand areas because the sandworm will just come and attack. So they're building them up on rocks. Well, rocks are where people usually are gathering stuff, so they're driving all out every which way. So, in retrospect, like there is no
technically
roadway.
It's not
like,
a road.
Yeah, it's just a convenience path more than anything.
It's just something
Which
you wanted
I
to
get.
call a road.
Yeah. Like I get people like blocking like a convenience way that a lot of people travel, but like the ones that he was complaining about are out of the way that like you can just clearly go drive
Right.
around them.
Yeah. Way out in the boonies.
If I ever get my cooking up and learn this blood sausage recipe, I'll be setting good on ingredients.
Ooh, you're gonna eat that?
Why?
I don't know.
My cooking skill is horrendous. It's only at 37. Now the bad.
Mine's not
Okay, I think.
not too high either.
Why? Why do I have to keep hunting down this stupid mountaineer guy?
He doesn't stay in one place.
No, and he never seems to be around when I need him. Hey, I'm in Lockmodan. If I run north, is this the one with like the dam where they have that vendor? Or is that the...
Yeah, there's a vendor up on top of the dam.
Yeah. Now where's that dam? I'm thinking to myself, you don't have to answer that one. There was a wetlands skip, quote-unquote skip for hardcore players, right? It involved...
A skip.
Yeah. You're pretty much like Skyrimming over the mountain, like near Ironforge, and dropping down like very carefully on the other side to land in the wetlands.
Oh, okay.
Well, the thing is like, the normal way to do the skip is you just get onto the other side when it ticks over just enough to count as wetlands. You just jump off and die and resurrect at the graveyard.
For non-hardcore players, obviously.
Yeah. And that, let me tell you, it is just not worth it. It's just better to run. Trying to get like the... Because it's like, some of those spots are like picture perfect, like to even get the skip to work up the mountain. I spent more time trying to Skyrim up it than I did if I would just run it.
Yeah, you'd have been you'd have been 3/4 of the way across.
Yeah. But, you know, by that time it's just like, you gotta do it out of stubbornness.
It's the principle after a while.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Spider. I wanted your Icar stuff for the recipe, but I'll take a mining gem.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I love how wetlands like never recovered from Cataclysm over how many years ago?
Yeah, where it basically flooded it more than it was already. both sides, both north and south, became like a marsh, right?
Yeah.
With all the water drained out of the lock.
But the thing is, like they've rebuilt Stormwind and Orgrimmar, like, and they were destroyed relatively the same time too.
Yeah, but you know, we're talking about
Priorities.
Loch Modan, right? Who really goes out there?
I was talking about wetlands, but not Loch Modan.
Yeah, but who goes out to wetlands?
Apparently, quite a few people, because there's
Most
some good, like, rare stuff to get out there
most people just
if
run
you're into
through
the
it.
collection stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. There's that big rare slime that's at the bottom of that tomb, and then there are a couple of elite dragons out there too, aren't there?
There's also the Dragon Whelp pet that sells for a lot on the auction house.
Yeah, yeah. I remember I got one of the green ones to drop out in Feralos one time. I don't remember how much I sold it for, but it sold quick.
Yeah. So, I guess a fair number of people go out to wetlands still. That's one thing I wish they would, like, if they're gonna do an expansion, instead of just having some, like, island pop out of the fog, like, oh, hey, I've been here the whole time.
Yeah, right.
I wish they would just, like, do a facelift of older zones altogether, like wetlands, Black Modan, and all that stuff. And, like, have at least repaired from Cataclysm a little bit.
Well, I enjoyed the idea of going to another planet with Outlands. I think they could do something like that again.
But
They did it a little bit with Argus.
they did it with, like, I heard they're doing a Legion remix soon.
Are they?
I heard. The one thing I did not like about Legion, in all honesty, was, like, the severe lack of weapons, because they gave you, like, that legendary at the start.
Right. Yeah, there really wasn't much to do other than just upgrade your armor. Well, I mean, there was
Yeah.
a lot of upgrades that you could do with the weapon. You could, kind of build the weapon out the way you wanted to, like different specs, and you could get different skins for it. But I'm just not really into all of that grind. I didn't do a. I didn't. I don't
Well,
think.
it's not.
I don't think
It
I
wasn't
built.
so much that for me. It was more of when the expansion ended. You know what you can't do with legendary weapons?
Well,
You can't get rid of them out of your inventory too well. You can't
Right.
destroy them. You can't sell them. You put them in the bank. I load back in, and you know what? It's back in my inventory.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
It would warp back to your inventory?
Yeah.
That's weird.
So I wasn't too fond of it.
Guess what I see? Pink gnome with puffy cotton candy hair, cotton candy puffball hair. Oh, there's another one. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Pink-haired gnomes everywhere.
Ironically, out of all the ingredients for this, like, blood sausage thing, it's the boar intestines that are
The one, yeah.
the hardest to get for me. I got a bunch of bear meat and I got a bunch of the spiders, but the boars seem to want to keep on hanging on to their intestines.
But yeah, they don't drop them very often. It's like, okay, well, how do you digest your food?
Yeah. Well, I guess that they have a valid reason of wanting to hang on to it, but
No, but you can't eat anything when you're dead either.
yeah, they're being inconsiderate.
Yeah.
the wetlands. Everyone's favorite.
First rate's selling pretty good. Oh. First rate's selling really nice. In relation to us.
Alright, 2 hours and 15 minutes, and then we would meet that 3 hour. Or so. I forgot to start the timer at the start again.
Yeah, it's got 40. We've been going for about 45 minutes. Almost 45 minutes.
I'm half tempted to bring these orcs over to the mage so he'll dismount and fight them off for me. But he'd probably be one of those AFK ones, like, you brought it on yourself, don't get me involved.
Probably. So I forgot to go turn this silly quest in.
Safe travels.
Which begs the question on some of these YouTubers that like do this journey to 1 to 60. What do you think they do after like the series ends? Because like the next time they do one, the character is nowhere to be seen in their like character list.
Oh, they
So, like,
probably they either make characters on a different server, or they delete it and start over again.
Yeah, it's like one of them I know deletes it because he did one on like this server, and then he started another one, but it was nowhere to be seen. So maybe he just character transferred it.
Who knows?
That could be it.
I don't know. These guys who, you know, do that type of thing, you know, quite often, their 60s are a dime a dozen for them. So
That is true.
they, you know, it's not. I doubt it's anything for them to delete a 60 and start over again.
Yeah, I guess that is true. I don't know. I would personally, like, if I wanted to clear out that server list, I would just find like a dead server and just character transfer them over. Because even if it was just like a dime a dozen, it's like I still spent a considerable amount of time on them.
You become attached to them.
Yes, that's why I give them all the backstories and retire them. Like, my very first max level, which back on Battle for Azeroth, was actually... I gave him a backstory of he got a hoof infection that prevented him from saving the world from then on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he was a Draenei.
Oh, okay. He didn't take a knee to the or an arrow to the knee. He got a hoof infection.
Yeah.
Stepped on one of those stinking rusty nails down in Molten Core, didn't you? Or Black Rock Depths, right?
Yeah. Well, I gave him some like sickness. That's why he retired and no longer like is played. So
Hi, how are you?
I think it was like
Alrighty
he
then.
injured his leg, but it like hit an infection set in, so he's sidelined.
Oh.
Off and away.
And then I have a Void Elf Warrior, and I gave him some like psychological breakdown, so he cannot be a warrior anymore. He's too timid now.
He had to go mad, yeah.
Yeah, so and I find it fun just to give him like backstories. I was like, I don't play you. I don't want to log in with you anymore. So here's a backstory.
Right. I love watching these guys turn this dude into a chicken. I just wasted 30 seconds watching them do that. I'm never gonna win this game.
I don't know. I wasted like 10 minutes that I could have been getting XP that started a stream.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this trader is actually up right now. The goblin one in the wetlands. Oh, sweet. 3 healing potions? Thank you,
Oh,
dude.
nice.
280 to 360 health restored potions. Nice.
Yeah, those are.
I'm broke now, but, you know, worth it. I bought out the stock. I'm trying to hold out because, like, I know there's a couple of wandering merchants in this area, and I was hoping one of them was carrying the sword, but I haven't seen the wandering merchant, so might as well buy the potions.
Oh, yeah. The one that has the sword the most that I've seen is that goblin that goes between Ratchet and Crossroads.
Oh yeah, let me just run right over there.
I'm just, saying.
Well, of course,
Eyes are
Well, what horde
delicious.
player would run around with a sword? Like, let's be honest, they all use axes.
They all use clubs.
Clubs and axes.
Ooh, stick, good stick. That's why I love Horde. All you have to have is a stick, and you're good to go.
I want to level up my orc to 80 tomorrow.
Grimtech? Oh no, your other one.
Yeah. Well, I don't have Grumcheck is on classic. I don't have him in retail. Which is funny because I use Grumcheck on like a lot of other games, but I have not made him a retail main character. I haven't even made a Grumcheck on retail. Maybe I should get to that someday. But I don't want him to be a warrior though. I already have like a few warriors. I think Grumcheck should be a Death Knight.
No.
I think that would be the only one like fitting for him. Or a Warlock.
See you soon.
Now you got me thinking.
He could be the. Well, why don't for the one on the private server, the Ascension server, you should make him a half Death Knight, half Warlock.
But you said you needed someone with nuclear heals.
Well, yeah, just learn Healing Touch, and you're good to go.
Alright, I'll remember this when I'm touching you in dungeon. Say, you want it healed.
Ow, that's cold. I didn't mean to freeze my my wound shut.
Well, actually, Grumcheck came around because he was a ogre warrior or a shadow knight actually in EverQuest. Actually, on Project 99, he was a ogre warrior, and then on retail, he was a shadow or whatever those shadow knights. I think it's the class name. So that's where he came from, actually. And then he became a Dire Lord in Pantheon Rites of the Fallen because he was an ogre, which is like a tank class. So, and then he's an ogre in Elder Scrolls Online, but he's kind of zone locked at the moment because I have to complete every quest and get like all the zone collectible stuff, like the sky shards to clear the dungeons and all that fun stuff.
Now, what race is he in Elder Scrolls Online?
He's an orc.
Oh, okay, an orc.
Normally I play Dark Elves in Elder Scroll games, but I needed an orc.
Yeah, I like the orcs in Elder Scrolls. They're pretty cool.
They are cool, but I don't like the orcs like design in Elder Scroll like ESO. It just
Well, I mean,
it's weird.
everybody looks pretty much the same, as far as body type concerned. Just the face
Yeah,
that
but
they make
I
a
was
little bit
talking about
different.
like the head, like an orc. They just look like a dark elf from Morrowind in
Well,
ESO though.
I mean, the the they're actually a mer race. They're actually an elf race according to their lore. They're Orsimer, so they're a
Oh,
mer.
yeah, I
That's
know
kind of why
that
they
part,
look
but
like
I
that.
was just saying they look more like a. All right, which one is to which? Okay, Minothril Central. Which one is to Dark Shores? Which dock is it? The far one or the?
It's the one that's furthest off. Like if you're facing the dock from town, you've got your back to the town. You're facing the dock. It's the one all the way over onto the right. That's the one that goes to Darkshore. The other one, the one that's straight ahead, is the one that goes to Menethil.
Okay. I wish they would just have signs.
They don't have a dock guy out there that you can talk to. Tell you where they usually hold a lantern.
They do.
Yeah.
I just found a fishing trainer. I guess that will help me by the time. Oh, the boat is here. Well, I'm not gonna make that one, but I might as well fish while waiting. No, come back, boat.
You swim after the boat.
If I was not gonna be torn apart by like the Nessie swimming around, I probably would try it.
There's elite sharks out there too, I think.
Yeah.
Those and you don't go too far until you get into the fatigue zone.
Oh no. Classic. You get me again.
Yep.
No fishing pole.
Oh no. Yeah, that's right. You can't fish without a pole in retail now.
You can also skin without a skinning knife in retail,
Yeah.
but I took. I guess the good thing about even classic World of Warcraft is the boats don't take an eternity to do their loop.
Mm-hmm.
I request you. I'll be waiting here for like an hour and a half.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That's that needs to be fixed.
I can't even fish off the dock right now. It says skill not high enough.
Oh no. It won't even let you catch trash?
No!
Oh no.
I feel ripped off.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to avoid I'm definitely gonna have to avoid doing fishing, because I will sit there and I'll fish all day.
Well, I don't plan on fishing all that much. I just thought it would be something to do while waiting for like the boats and all that.
Well, there's
When you have that little bit of downtime.
Yeah. So there is a Questy is lying to me. So if you run right outside of the gate of Stormwind, there is a exclamation mark, and there's a full burrows deed. I guess you have to kill the ambusher, get the full burrows deed. I guess that's what it's saying.
We need to get closer.
Stupid dog.
I'm trying to dance with his night elf, but he's not paying attention. Oh, he just left.
Guess he didn't care for your Macarena, huh?
I think he wanted to disembark the boat before he took off with him back on it. This gnome mage is probably thinking I'm insane. No, he's not even a mage, he's a warlock. We were both standing on the dock waiting. I'm like, hello, what's up? Nothing, just waiting on the speeding boat.
So he's the one that asked you what was up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, now he's summoned a friend, Echo Silent, at level 52 warlock. Just poofed into existence. What could a level 52 could be going to Darkshore for?
Well, it is on the way to Elwood.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I was just... questioning what I should do on this, with this fishing pole, though.
Yeah, they're cheap. Chuck it. Get them for coppers.
Well, no, it's just gonna be taking up inventory space at this point. I guess there's that fishing quest at Darkshore.
Oh yeah, Gubber Blump.
Yep.
I have a little story about Gubber Blump. I had an older uncle, and he was watching me play WoW long time ago. You know, back in the vanilla days. And
Back in the 90s, yeah.
And I was see everybody. He has no concept of calendrical time. But anyway, he was watching me do the Gubber Blump quest, and every time he would call my dad after that, he would go, "How's Gubber Blump?" And my dad would remember who he was talking about too. It was funny.
Go with honor, friend. Need help?
But he always loved to. He would call me after Richard would call him, and he would say, "Yeah, Richard called me. Yeah, he wanted to know how Gubber Blump was doing."
Safe travels. See you around. See you later.
That is funny.
It's the stuff that sticks in people's minds about this game.
For the Alliance. Go with honor, friend.
Well, this game has been around for a long time, so a lot of people have good memories of it.
Mm-hmm.
Some not so much, but you know.
What can I do for you? Have a good one.
All right, priest trainer, do you have anything for me?
Met.
Nothing. Oh, wait a minute.
He doesn't even give that much experience, but I'll try his quest anyway. feel like this is the race of the tortoise and the hare.
Oh. Probably.
Go with honor, friend.
Get way out ahead, and then I start catching back up a little bit. Then you get way out ahead.
Yeah, considering right now I'm doing a fishing quest when you're probably out killing monsters.
No, I'm not doing anything quite so awesome.
I thought the oily blackmouth was a rarer fish than it is. Huh. Did you ever hear the story about the person who set up a fishing bot on their World of Warcraft account and got banned and was upset? Like, what was I even doing wrong?
No.
And he was standing in the one spot fishing for like 7 hours a day while he was at work.
Oh, really?
Just so because he didn't want to log off.
Uh-huh. Well, that is a silly thing to ban somebody for.
I think it was more to do with that he was using a third-party software to run it. Because no matter what, the game companies tend to frown on that one. Oh well.
What you have to do is you have to build your bot to simulate human activity, like move into another place every so often, moving the mouse around.
Move the mouse, go kill a random pack of murlocs.
Right.
Don't die from the random pack of murlocs.
You need something? See you later. Hey there. Safe travels.
I don't know, Pirate Software might be onto you though. Because, you know, his father worked at Blizzard.
That's right.
And he'll let you know it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard the story from behind all of that.
That one, he'll either tell you his father worked at Blizzard or he'll tell you he worked at in cybersecurity.
Mm.
Without fail. It is what it is, I guess.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering right, there's oily blackmouth I could actually sell in the auction house where...
Yeah, it's a good good alchemical
yeah.
ingredient. I used to sell that stuff a lot back in the day.
Back in the young days, before Grays.
In my day, I had to sell my oily blackmouth, but the lake was frozen over, and I had to dig them out with my hands.
And walk up both
Have a good
hills.
one.
Or
Oh.
up hills both ways.
I'll walk it up the hill both ways, barefoot.
20 below.
That's right, 20 below.
There was a few times in WoW history where the white, like transmogs, like the white ones, sold for a lot of money.
White,
Hello, Super Forehead Man. How are you?
white ones.
Yeah, the white ones. Like the white quality.
Oh, yeah.
We're racing to level 60. Super Forehead Man. Can't you tell I'm in a rush?
Can you see the beads of sweat on our on our
Yeah.
foreheads?
Standing on the beach side fishing.
Yeah.
You're fishing for eels
Our
in one
unbreakable
season.
concentration.
Yeah. And I'm not just scared to go out and do some actual quests in this zone, because I just remember how atrocious they can get. I know this zone is good for quests, but at the same time, some of these quests take forever.
Which ones?
The rabbit ones, or where you're hunting the rabbit bears and then bringing them back.
Yeah.
And then the one where you're hunting down like the ghost lady, but she is like insta-killed every time a player walks by. That one gets pretty annoying too, and because she has like different spawn locations.
Yep, I remember all those. I did lots and lots of questing in Dark Shore. That's probably the starter zone that I've quested through the most.
The one I've quested the most is Horde. Duratar.
Durtar.
I don't know. I always like being like the helpful orc and say like fighting that like orcs like that mother that lost her son to one of the crosses and so you bring
Oh,
back the medallion.
Yeah.
But of course it's like it never wants to drop. So it's like always pick up the skidding like profession and it's like just start skidding until the model drops because it would never drop like
How
in
are
the
you?
first couple tries.
See you around. Safe travels. Have a good one.
Anyway, Super Forehead Man, what game are you playing now? Or are you still on Once Human again? Once Human again? I almost got ate by the sandworm in Dune this afternoon when I was
Hello.
finding copper.
See you later. Safe travels. Have a
Because I
good
didn't realize it was like right next to me and then it came bursting out of the ground.
Is its is its size impressive enough? And I'm talking about the one
I think it's compensating.
it's compensating. That question really didn't come out the way I imagined it
You're
would.
free to try it again.
Light be with you.
No,
Farewell.
thank you.
Light bless you.
No, thank you. I'm good.
You're afraid of what I'm going to say next on that one?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
I'm pretty terrifying, you know.
Too far away.
Alright, quest. I love how Darkshore wants me to go to the Red Crystal. Do the Red Crystal quest because it's like, oh, this is a quest in your level range. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Dune
does
Worms are compensating.
Does it still oh, sorry to interrupt you.
It does what?
Does the red crystal, does it still, when you go up and click on it, does it still spawn a whole bunch of
Yes.
wildkin that come up and rend you to pieces?
Pretty much.
Oh,
And not fun now, is it? 7 highborn relics. Where's that one? I feel like this quest is gonna be atrocious. Oh, okay, it's not. Alright, that's good. You find this dune worm's shape a bit sus. Yeah. You know what the dune worm is? It's those guys that are too scared to show their face, but they'll send you an unsolicited picture of their junk. That's what the sandworm is. It just keeps popping out of nowhere.
Pops out of nowhere, uninvited, unrequested.
Yes. It's the Minecraft YouTubers when they get the 1,000,000 subs.
Yeah.
I just remember Mini Lad. Too bad you can't ban the Dune ones, yeah. I just remember the YouTuber like Mini Lad getting outed as one of those, and then like someone broke into his house and everyone's just like memeing the comments of like, imagine breaking into the house and you're not the worst one there.
Right.
Hello, Jack, and streamer, and digital.
Hello. Welcome, everyone.
I'm beating up green mobs. How you doing? I am winning this race right now. Undefeated champion.
I'm just lulling
Level
him
13.
I'm just lulling him into a false sense of security. He called it earlier. This is the tortoise and the hare.
How do you know I'm not the tortoise? Starting out strong. Giving you false hopes. In all honesty, though, I think as long as I just keep like at level or a couple levels below me, I think I won't really have an issue with like the later quests. Like I am thinking I might have. So as long as I play warrior style and not try to do at level or a couple levels above me, I don't think I will run into many fights that would be, in theory, that hard. I just want it to be known, I'm still rocking, like, the starter dagger on the main hand, the militia one. That's 2 to 4 damage. Yeah!
Wow.
The green one I got was an offhand.
Oh, and you're dual wielding now. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were dual wielding yet or not.
I'm always dual wielding. I hear the wheels turning on whether you want to even take a shot at talking on that one.
No, I don't dignify those types of responses with a response.
I've been countered. Maybe that's why the streams work so well. Poor crabs? No, they're not poor. These things are little buggers. If you're trying to fight them at level, they'll ruin your day.
Crabs are the enemy.
Yeah. I mean, I've played Dark Souls. They are the enemy. When they're grown up, they are atrocious. Especially Dark Souls 3 ones. Giant enemy crab, yeah. You gotta take them out when they're small. Then we're having crab legs tonight, obviously. Get the water boiling. Super.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, crab legs. The ultra fast running sea spiders. No. No, I wouldn't, Jack. They go great with butter. I agree. Inventory space. Oh, I gotta go fight the threshers. No.
Ooh, I could make 25 gold by signing a, or 25 silver by signing a guild charter. Real
25 gold? I'll sign up.
quick. No, silver. I wish it was gold.
Crabs love butter. Just about anything, though. Yeah. Yeah, I just do not see this going well with the Murlocs on the sea creatures. That is a dead dino, I agree. It's a good thing too, though. Because the last time one washed ashore, we got introduced to the pandas. And honestly, I don't see why that one got so much hate as an expansion.
Oh, mop.
Yeah.
I don't know. It ended nice because everybody liked the Thunder King, but I think it was just it was just such a departure from the way that the game looked before. People just weren't ready for it.
Yeah, that's probably
They call it Pretty WoW.
I just thought it was because no one wanted to play as a furry panda.
Mm.
I heard someone say Monk was just too strong and it just off-put the whole balance of the game. There's one guy why he didn't like it. I forget who he was. It was a streamer I watched on Twitch a long time ago.
Yeah, well, he might have been talking about. You know, Monk was the only class that could fill every role. It was a DPS, a heal, and then also a tank.
Druid could do the same.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, Druid could do the same. But how many Druid tanks did you see in?
Well, how many would actually be allowed if they weren't a warrior?
Exactly.
Inventory.
But they would let brewmasters tank. The tank class for druids was not really viable until much later in the game's.
Well, we talked about it last time though, but everyone has the mindset that you have to be a warrior.
Yeah.
And then like paladins can't even be a tank either.
Right, they've got to be a healer. Could be main healer.
Yeah.
Like that. Remember Switcher?
Yeah. Panda's not any furry. No, we got Vulpera, and then we also got another. Didn't we have another
Worgen.
furry one?
The Worgen.
Yeah, we got the Worgen, and then we also have the cows.
Yeah, the
Tauren.
The Tauren, yeah, the Tauren were the original furries.
I was just drawing such a blank on them for some reason, and that was like my favorite at like one point.
Mine too, and I couldn't get the word out of my mouth.
there. Safe travels.
The primordial furries, yeah. Actually, no, the primordial furries was the Moonkin druids. The Boomkins.
Yeah, they were the feathers. The
Yeah.
featheries. Like you got scalies, you got furries, and then you got feathers. Did you get the crystal? Did you get to the crystal?
No.
No.
Was just Looney Tunes? Maybe. I I think the last time I watched like anything Looney Tunes was the Back in Action movie, where they had like them in like the live action actors, and then they had like the cartoons wandering around. I heard you. Like you were gonna say something.
No, I sorry, I need to get a pop filter for my headphone.
Okay.
I finished drinking. I took a swig of my drink.
Oh, I thought that you were gonna say something like that's offensive. How dare you watch that movie? That was awful. I'm an elitist
How
on
are
Looney
you?
Tunes.
See you around. See you later.
No, I would never say that.
Need help?
I feel like one day you're gonna do that just to meme with me. I just like out of the blue,
Oh, really?
just to get like pulling over on me.
Mm. Nah, I wouldn't do anything like that.
Light bless you. What can I do for you? Be careful, or the Alliance. Light bless you. Be careful. Go with honor, friend.
Alright. Do I need to go visit a
Use honor,
skinning
friend.
trainer to get like the next level up?
Light bless you.
Is it at 75?
Yeah.
Yeah. Maxed.
Oh. I thought it just went up with like your levels
You
every
need
5,
something?
like it does
See
like
you
weapon
around.
training,
Have
like
a
the
good
weapon
one.
skills.
Safe travels. See you later. Have a good one. See you around. Safe travels.
Unfortunately, no.
Is there a skinning trainer in Dark Shores, or is it in the Elf Land?
Dark Shore. Yeah, there should be one in Aberdeen.
Alright. I love how Dark Shores guards are like the only ones that will never offer you like where do you want to go? I'll just stand here menacingly.
Well, they'll tell you in Darnassus, but not in the little villages.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna have to guess they're
Good day
over
to you.
by the engineering people.
See you later.
Mining trainer. Blacksmithing supplies. Mining. Journeyman. Mining. General trade supplier. Explorers League. I am not messing with you, dude. Go away. I remember your quote unquote quest that's easy. What? They sell Merlek Scal breastplate. Holy crap.
They're selling it?
Yeah.
Nice.
There's a recipe in stock.
Oh, they're selling the recipe.
For leatherworking, yeah. But yes, still no skinning. You're malaria now? Why are you malaria? Also, I know how to read it as Melania, but she might as well be malaria.
Like,
Alright, I'm just gonna Google it real quick. It's just a quote. I know it's a quote, but... Yes, I know I have ad blocker. If your site wasn't full of crappy pop-up ads, I wouldn't need it, now would I?
are you fussing with Wowhead?
Yes. Oh, I can't even afford the level up. I'm... Ew. Alright, well...
Stupid. There's a guy's named Stupid Elf. Why would you name your character that?
Well... If you really want to get on to why people name their characters weird names, because there's one called Green Beans that just logged out and...
Well, that one's all right. You know, you got Stupid Elf, and then I'm following one called Gangs Horlock.
Well, I saw a rogue that was with daggers is running around with what lebs do.
Hey there. See you around.
Which, by the way, makes a really great scissor name from Pokemon.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Beef Steely. Is that a good name? No.
Sounds a bit sus.
Well, considering it's World of Warcraft, just assume everything's sus. I got a Thistle Bear looking at me funny.
Just about halfway through.
Level 40?
No, halfway through this session.
The guy with a big forehead. I think that's rude. Super Foreman doesn't have a big forehead.
He's a super forehead.
Yeah, for all you know, his forehead can have superpowers.
Right.
Are you saying I'm not smart? If you can draw that conclusion from that, yes. And then you got Grammar Police Jack over here on ya. Joking. Are you serious, Moonstalker? You waited until I fired my crossbow to come say hi.
Oh, yeah,
No one cares, Jack.
He was waiting.
Back here. Before you bring more friends to the party.
Good day to you.
Odd.
See you later.
Super Forehead Man is so. I'm so proud of you, Super Forehead Man. You're dishing it back out to the chat, especially Jack.
That's right. Give them as good as you get.
Yeah. We're slowly corrupting Super Forehead Man. You try to tone it down. Well, you don't have to tone down your intelligent level to match with us. You can still have fun.
Yeah, don't come
Wait
down
for
to
that.
our level.
Yeah.
It's not nice down here. Not a good place to be.
It's pretty crowded, you know?
Yeah. And it smells.
Being critical, you mean? Yeah, I know what you meant. Well, to be fair though, Super Forehead Man, when you first got here, pretty rough. The whole gamer smells like a Happy Meals and Mountain Dew. Soaked Cheetos. That just sounds gross in any context.
Yeah, we're not talking about Asmongold's room.
Hi?
I said we're not talking about Asmongold's room here.
Oh. Yeah, don't get me started on that one.
Greetings.
That is one streamer I will adamantly
All right,
be
all right.
annoyed with.
Forget
For the Alliance.
I mentioned it. I'm gonna get you all
Now you
riled up.
started it, you gotta deal with it.
Yeah, got you all riled up.
Vile Sprite? No. Asmongold. Are you in New Zealand now, Jack? Why are you traveling without me, man? I'm always ready for a free vacation. I can fit in a suitcase. Right. I have you right here in my natural habitat. What is my natural habitat? Digital's about to give me the most amazing backhanded compliment right now. That or he's concentrating real hard.
I'm fighting Murlocs. I have to concentrate. Sorry.
Concentrating on Murlocs.
Yes.
Are they the Dark Shore ones?
The most dangerous thing in the game.
Yeah, especially the Dark Shore ones. They'll ruin your day 4 days, like 7 days a week.
Yeah.
A small jar with a mantle of leaves, a couple of twigs, some water, and a $5,000 gaming PC. I mean, that is a pretty good habitat, but $5,000 for a PC? No, that's a waste. There's no computer on the market right now worth that. If you're buying one at that price, you're getting scammed. And before Super Forehead Man gets going.
Ah,
Did you die?
no. Got a bunch of them
What?
on me.
I was talking about the $5,000 gaming computers are not worth it. You're just getting scammed at that point. Mine was like, yeah. Mine was, I think, 16. But I built it myself because I didn't want them skimping out on parts. Well, of course, now all those parts are obsolete. But, you know, it's a matter of principle.
Back in the day, they weren't.
Yeah. You just said a high number. I mean, there's people out there buying the ones that are like listed as 10,000, thinking they're getting the best deal, and then find out like they've skimped out on other like some of their parts, so it like falls apart, and then you're back out buying a new one next year. They should be self-repairing at that price, Jack.
They should be self-playing.
No, it needs to be self-repairing and can bring like cook you meals. Have like a microwave like attachment for the hot pockets or something.
Yeah.
That would actually be pretty cool for a computer. And it breathes? No.
Have a microwave attached to the top of it, and you just toss stuff in there.
Imagine
Or
every night at your desk,
a Star
just
Trek
slight.
replicator.
Every night on your desk, just slight crying. Well, if I wanted that, I'd just talk to my wife. Well, why would I want a computer to cry at me now? Hot pockets are so unhealthy. Well, hot dogs are unhealthy, yet we still grill them on 4th of July. There was a news article like a couple years ago saying it caused cancer. Now you can't even get hot dogs.
Char.
They'll kill you, you know. Just like cigarettes will give you cancer. What were you saying, Digital?
Nothing.
You're not getting involved.
No, that's not that. I just wouldn't say anything of importance.
You always have something of importance. Whether it pertains to this conversation or not, remains to be determined.
I was just commenting that I remembered that what you were talking about, how they used to say the char that was on the food was causing cancer. It was like,
yeah,
whatever.
Well, at the end of the day, everyone's dying one way or another. Living just it's not gonna help you with a car accident either, you know.
Yeah, I mean everybody who's eaten health food
still died.
Has eventually died. Yeah.
Yeah, they get. There's also like the ones that are like always health foods. Like I feel like I've heard they get like more health problems earlier in life too. I feel like I've heard that at one point.
It's possible.
Especially the vegans with their deficiency in some things that they had to come out with like whole supplements, which is just ground up meat.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Protein, yeah.
Uh-huh. You always preferred the oyster and onion hot pocket? I like the meatball one. Also, I never heard of an oyster hot pocket.
Ooh, that just sounds disgusting.
You heard every nonsense at one point? That's probably true. All I know is I'm never giving up my chicken
Hello.
wings.
Safe travels.
I don't
Have a
care
good
how
one.
much they want to complain at me. It's unhealthy. I'm having my chicken wings till the day I die.
That's
And
right.
probably some at my funeral.
Good day to you.
I don't care
Need
what
something?
everyone else wants to
See you
eat that
around.
day. It's my day. I want to feel special one last time. Because I'll probably be working it at the rate of this economy. Oh, goodness. Digital's over here shaking. He's like, he's right, you know. Nothing wrong with that. No one's gonna come and take him from me by force. Yeah, exactly. The ancient moonstone seal. I feel like that's
Important.
yeah. I gotta run back to town. I gotta either buy another bag or sell some stuff. You're gonna get yourself roast beef in a couple days. Just by yourself, yeah. I don't. I like my chicken wings. Those are always good.
How are you? See you around. Safe travels.
I didn't know these forest striders dropped 2 light leather when I skinned them. That's a nice added bonus to know.
I don't think you'll get that every time. Have you been getting it for everyone, or?
I don't know. I've only killed like 4 of them because I was
Okay.
killing the little goblin things for the earrings.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I get all the gloves today. I'm ready for people's colonoscopies, giving them colonoscopies from them. Goodness.
Try to relax.
Try to relax and both hands are on the shoulders.
Yep.
Oh no, now we're corrupting digital. Digital's YouTube videos is gonna be a spiral and more like teenager mentality videos. Corrupted. Justin Bieber obsessed videos. He'll get the haircut style, like the hairstyle cut too.
And all the tats.
Oh yeah. I remember there was one like people were making fun of the one guy that like looked like the teenage Justin Bieber, and they like bullied him relentlessly.
Oh no.
I always feel so bad like
Poor
hearing
guy.
that story because he's still brought up.
Well met. Be careful.
Oh, I guess I did that.
I remember he was in like he was in a top 10 video of like stupidest people on Earth or something. just because he looked like him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not even his fault. Look,
Yeah.
that's reprehensible to do stuff like that.
Yeah, that's why I'm not. I don't. That's one thing I do not stand for is bullying.
And I am so spoiled with getting mounts early in all of the other editions of this game. I forgot. I really forgot what it's like
Getting your
after
mounts early in ESO now.
running having to run everywhere. Oh,
It just encourages you to get to level 40 that much faster.
yeah, but
And then you can look at
it
your
only
you can
runs.
look at your money and go, I can't afford it.
Yeah,
So now you're like level 45 trying to save like every gold piece
copper.
that you can
Yeah,
get your hands on.
but still, you can only run so fast. You can't hurry up and get there.
I don't know. Half the time I get games with mounts in them, I don't even end up even using the mounts. I still end up running everywhere.
Yeah.
What can I help you with?
Like I remember in like Red Dead Redemption 2 when I was playing that, like
with
you could
honor.
call your horse. I still ended up running everywhere on Earth. I did the same thing when Witcher 3 also. When you could call Roach, and it's just like, but it's like if I'm on the horse, I can't pick the herbs.
That's right.
So it's like at the. I still stand firm that Witcher 2 is the superior of the games. What can I throw? Linen cloth, I guess. I have enough bandages for right now, and plus they're green, so I need the next level up anyway. Of first aid. I think I'm gonna go attempt that red crystal.
Uh-oh. Make sure and have some vanishing powder with you. As soon as you touch that thing, vanish.
Yeah.
'Cause you're gonna get ambushed.
I'm climbing the ranks of money again. With a whole 53.
53 smackers.
Yeah. I actually have to run over into the Night Elf land and pick up the crispy spider leg food recipe. Just so I can boost the cooking up more.
Mm.
And then I can get rid of these recipes in my pocket. By learning them. Actually, I'll be right back. Them leaving the lights on in the kitchen is driving me nuts. I feel like one of those fathers, you know, like you left the light on. I don't pay the.
Right. We can't light the world.
Yeah. Can't heat the outside.
Yep.
I feel like that was you years ago.
Well,
At one point.
I would have had to have kids, and I don't.
Well, I feel like that would still be you years ago.
You're just gonna. You gotta. It's gotta work. It's gotta work.
Well, even if you didn't have kids, I feel like if you did, though, you would have them. You'd be that way.
Oh, I'd be that way.
I need a target.
Yeah. You seem like the type of person that would be that way.
Why do you say that?
Your Dark Souls temperament.
I was just mildly annoyed with Dark Souls.
Yeah,
I only rage quit that. It took me.
Father just get mildly annoyed turning off all the lights in the house too.
It took me 2 weeks to get to the point where I rage quit that game, so I think that was pretty good.
That was pretty impressive. You lasted that long. I'm gonna shoot this bear.
I would imagine most people don't.
I don't know.
Did I last longer than you thought I would?
Not really.
No? Well, I've just put it on a hiatus.
Yes, you did.
I may go back and try it a little bit more later.
I'm trying to go this entire stream without dying. And so far, that seems to be a challenge.
Doing pretty good. We've got an hour left. A little more than an hour left.
I just had to pop one of my special potions I picked up in wetlands, though.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because a bear was trying to attack me when I was fighting off one of the birds for the meat. And I ran out of gouge energy. I can't do that yet. I don't have enough energy. I forgot to turn off the error voice lines in the settings. I am not doing that anymore. Nope. It's gone this long. I'm not gonna turn it off now.
Everybody has to suffer with you, huh?
Well, half the time I'm not even paying attention to it.
Yeah, I don't. I've got it so low that I can't even really hear it.
These fledglings, the forest striders, the ones that are like down like the south end of almost to the corner of like that next the zone over. Do they have a higher chance of dropping the meat, or is it just their higher level and a pain in the butt?
Yeah, you'd have to check Wowhead for that. I don't know.
I don't want to deal with the pop-up ads.
I don't have that quite that in depth of knowledge. I can tell you where things are, but I don't know what.
That's what a horde player would say. Mm-hmm. In all honesty, though, I think if we would have done a horde, like Race to 60, which could probably be like the Race to 62 Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
I'd probably do an Undead Warrior. In all honesty. Or maybe on this, if we ever do a sequel race, I think we should allow classes with pets.
I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do a sequel to this.
That's why I said if ever.
This is gonna
You
take
never know.
It's gonna take a long time to. At the rate we're going, this is gonna take a long time to get through.
Well, maybe one of the days will come where you're just on demon time or something and just power level in 3 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know. I seen one guy get from 1 to 85 in Kata Classic in 72 hours.
Oh,
And it
yeah.
was even raid ready, and it was 72 in-game hours he counted, not days. So it might be possible.
I think I might have
just hope
bitten
this
off
is-
more than I could chew.
All I have to say is this race needs to be done before August 26th.
Ah, they got me.
Dead.
Yeah, Princess's entourage killed me.
You're fighting Princess now?
Yeah. Hey,
I think Princess... What level is Princess?
3-6. Really low. We're all green.
And he still died?
It was 3-on-1. And I don't have armor. Remember?
Rage bait. Rage bait successful.
I'm raging. I'm gonna rage quit. Damn you, princess! Well, I got her down, so I can go down and go back.
It's fun to try, though. Well, good luck, Jack. I'm not even gonna give that a attempt.
That's my second death. Ugh.
Oh. I forgot what I was doing. I was gonna go for the red crystal, and then I started going for the forest riders and highborn relic. Side quests are so easy to get on, right?
Side tracks. Yeah.
Yeah. Side. What's the difference? Everything's a quest.
Right.
Even real life, going to Walmart, get distracted, end up at McDonald's. You know, side quest. I'm killing some young druid on a PvE server. Dude, this moonkin was loaded 21 copper. But wait, where was he keeping that copper? I can't even pickpocket them.
Right.
It's a rogue safe pocket, I
in their,
guess.
yeah, they keep it in their stomach.
King's honor.
All the people that they
Okay,
ate.
because I was
Light
gonna say something else.
Alliance.
Good thing you said something.
Be careful. Go with honor, friend. Be careful. Go with honor, friend.
I was kind of hoping to come across a one-handed sword out here. You cannot tell me these bears have not eaten like a prop warrior.
Yeah, I am flabbergasted that I have not come across any greens yet. At least one drop. This is
King's honor, friend.
This is ludicrous.
Safe travels.
insane.
I want a refund.
Yes.
Bad game.
Bad game. Yep. Yes, a very bad game.
Ready to work.
I'm in August. Gears of War
help?
is coming out
Be
for
careful.
PlayStation.
All right.
So I'm not gonna.
So
see
I gotta
you
go.
For,
I gotta go practice shooting games.
not gonna see you for 2 months, huh?
Probably not.
Looking for something
I'll probably
specific?
tune in as I'm grinding out like, the trophies. Because there's one that you gotta do like so many multiplayer matches and get so many multiplayer kills,
Mm.
and that one's gonna take a hot minute. If I get the
See you
platinum or
later.
not remains to be seen because of the story mode trophies. And that one's gonna be the toughest obstacle out of them all. Because multiplayer ones I can grind out,
Yeah.
load them up matches here and there. But like the multiplayer or the story mode ones, that one's gonna be a different story. Because who can I find to do the story mode on the hardest difficulty with? Exactly. I don't have any friends that would be interested in that. I hate those kind of trophies, in all honesty.
But it came through here and killed everything.
I am slowly working my way over to this red crystal. And it's not because I forgot I was a rogue and could just stealth over there or anything. I just wanted to skin all the bears along the way. And rob these moonkins.
Yeah.
I forgot I had the stealth ability. Can I actually pickpocket these things? Yeah, no pockets to pick. Where was it keeping the copper coins then?
Keeping them
I
in
need
its
answers.
Beak. In its beak.
I don't know. They keep their beaks open, so I don't think that would be safe. Or maybe they're just dazzled by my beauty that their jaws just hit the floor.
Maybe so.
Maybe it was stuck in the belly fat. I think it was stuck up their ass. Yeah, this is the belly fat. Okay. That's what. Maybe we need to have a rogue named colonoscopy.
Told you should have called her Chester.
Yeah, but Chester the Molester, nah, he's still clear in Final Fantasy
Oh,
X.
is he? Okay, he's still otherwise engaged.
Yeah, he was occupied in something else. And when I think of Chester, I'm thinking of Linkin Park.
Yeah, but
Chester.
you didn't name him Chester though. You named him.
But the Aeon was
the
named
rest-
Chester.
The
Though.
rest of it.
But I did name the Aeon Chester though.
Oh, okay.
When you kill a giant bear shaman, I check the answer for money, just like they taught you in Rogue School. Yeah. I mean, I think in Rogue School they teach you to check every crevice. And I think someone's butt would be a crevice. I mean, if they can smuggle things through airports with it, doing that method.
I can't take part in this conversation. I'm sorry.
You're just staying out of it. You never watched Rick and Morty? Like the very first episode?
It's probably a good thing I hadn't.
Oh.
Now, anything that is Trendy, I avoid.
Oh, you're one of those people. Oh, this
One of
this
those.
manga was made
those
into an
people.
anime. It's too mainstream. I gotta hate it now.
That's right. Too
Ugh. Too high
mainstream.
class for my liking. Overhyped. Not worth it. Awful story. Did you see the brand who animated it? Gosh.
Ghibli, oh my gosh. So
Actually, Ghibli is like highly
so
good though.
So mainstream.
I swear I should not have even trained sword. I should have just trained one-handed maces.
I told you.
Oh, it's a two-handed mace. Never mind.
Do the maces and
It's a spike club to the monkey. Two-handed mace,
mm.
+2 agility, +2 stamina. That would be a rogue mace if I ever seen one, but no, it has to be a hunter.
It's a hunter weapon.
Well, they're the only ones that can equip it, though. Well, I guess a warrior could equip it,
Yeah,
or maybe
it'd be a paladin. Pally weapon.
Yeah, I don't. Does paladin even use agility though?
I mean, agility always.
Anyway, I've completed the red
crit.
crystal quest.
Contributes to critical strike.
I guess. They're being mean to me. I touched the red crystal. I'm sorry.
Uh-oh. The gang is after you now.
Can I get spiked to knuckles instead? Yes, but I do not have the weapon trained because there's not many fist weapons. Which I always thought was weird in classic WoW. Why can you train into fist weapons, but there's so far and few between that they're just not worth it.
Yeah.
I'm out of range.
Especially since like monk becomes a whole class later on, and they don't even equip knuckles. They still equip like the little maces
Yeah.
and all that in their hands. Well, I guess it's back to hunting the forest striders. I need to offload bags before I go start doing the relic stuff. Because I remember that quest having lots and lots of drops with the enemies. I love when you gouge an enemy, but you don't have any energy to like do an attack or anything, so you just stand there staring them in the face.
Right.
It's like, how's your day? I was gouged. How is this hunter still alive? Just AFK on the roadside with a thistle bear like right across the road.
Level is he?
13. And it's a her. But I'm pretty sure it's a he in real life. You can never trust girl characters in games. Just like those e-kittens those guys get on Valorant, are just men with filters.
Like
wait, that's too mainstream for your liking. You won't get the reference.
Like all the VTubers, they're all really men too.
Yeah, there was one that got like outed because it was an actual guy. Oh, my wife was following. Like, she's so into the social media crap stuff. There was a Chinese like streamer on like, of course, like the private Chinese streaming, but it was actually a dude. Because they all thought like this girl was really into more, which would kind of be a dead giveaway in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But he would go to like these like pancake shop things like for the special kind of pancakes and post it like, look what I'm having for the day. And so it got outed as a hand, and everyone was like losing their mind over it.
Freaking out.
Yeah, it's like yeah. Now you're a fool for gooning to this dude. I just thought it was funny. Now that... Oh, no. The Moonwell. I don't want to go to the Moonwell, because I don't have any inventory space.
You must.
I'm out of range.
If anything, Darkshore is good for, making quick money as a skinning.
Oh, yeah? Yeah,
the light hide, the severed talons. 2 severed talons sell for 1 silver and 92 copper. The rotting bear carcass, 1 silver and 68 copper. Then the light leather is almost 2 silver. A full stack's over 2 silver for selling it, just vendoring it outright.
Stupid.
And this is where I hear you're gonna become a skinner, just start skinning everything you kill.
Yes. I want vengeance.
I want money!
Scott did that. Guy who plays Proc. He got so ticked off at those scorpions around Durotar that I said, yeah, hey, man, you can skin them if you want to. And he goes, I'm doing it.
Good man.
Yep.
I hate those scorpions.
Yeah, they're...
Back on hardcore, because it's like I would be fighting like a boar or something, and it's like I killed the boar, and it's like then they wanted to join the fray. Of course, you're already like you're missing a decent chunk of health at that point.
Mm.
I hated those
And they
so
poison.
much.
Yeah, I mean you can kill them, but they poison you, and then
Greetings.
Right.
And then you're joining them in the grave too.
yeah, you are.
All right, herbed baked eggs is mild. Okay.
Hey, there's an orc sitting out here. Svel logging camp. Name is Gozu.
Nice. Wait until he moves over a few feet, and then it's gonna be Goldshire's under attack.
Yeah, he's sitting within about 10 feet of one of the NPCs. I'm surprised it
They
hasn't
haven't declared
sounded an
war.
alarm.
Yeah. I thought there was a bag vendor. I'm not finding them. I'm not hunting all over this place again. I have 1 more bag slot. I think it's time to splurge on another bag.
I still haven't bought my 3rd bag yet, or my 2nd bag, technically.
Yeah.
making do with what I got.
But you kill them so much slower, so you got more time between,
Yeah.
like, needing to empty it. For now. What am I doing? This is just an easy quest. The Moonwell is really... Why is this even a quest? The Moonwell is literally right by this lady. Why could she not just walk across the 2 stones and pick the water up herself?
Guess what I just found? A black bag! A small black bag!
Nice!
Man,
Nice!
that's like almost as good as finding like a green.
I found a green. I found a few of them, actually.
Couldn't
I've
use
sold
it though, right? Remember?
Well, yeah, but I was talking about last time when I had like 3 greens. I feel like the silence I just got met with is you shaking your head violently.
That and attack. I'm being attacked by 2 people.
Well, how dare they attack you? Have you considered just telling them no?
Well, they're not real friendly types, you know. They got these.
They're one of those people.
These guys with these red masks. They're not good conversationalists.
They belong in prison type? Okay.
Yeah, definitely. So, all of these guys have masks on their faces, but none of them drop them.
It is a rare drop, but it's for rogues only.
Well, this is the one for the quest though.
Oh yeah.
The linen drops.
I think it's also a rare quest, like a rare kind of a rare drop too.
I used a bag of marbles on one of them, and that's what saved my life.
Nice. What did I say? You didn't hear me? I don't remember what I said. It's been more than 4 seconds. You know, as much fun as it would be to fight my way through these Moonkins again, I think it's just a waste of time. Just when I could get a couple more quests done before stream time ends, or time's up for this stream.
Yeah.
Which would net me a bigger experience gain, which would net me a bigger lead against you. Ha 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 ha. Can I sprint in stealth? Or does it take me out of stealth?
No, you should be able to sprint in stealth. Unless it's a talent you have to get. I don't recall, but I don't think it breaks stealth.
I'm just gonna go with I'm not even gonna attempt it right now with all 4 Moonkins right in front of me.
But I know you can do it.
Alright, I'll try it on my escape. Out of this red crystal. Follow up.
Too far away.
Oh, hey, Briar Shield Short Sword as a
Nice.
quest reward. Alright, report back to what you found. Yes. Well, that solves my dagger problem. Well, there goes my other problem. I can't stealth because they already aggroed me. This just makes life simple. Pop evasion and pop sprint and just run.
That's right.
I think it's just one. Because the other ones are leashing back, yeah. I would... Alright, tell me how this makes sense. I can skin the Yetis, and I can skin ogres, but I cannot skin moonkins.
Oh,
They're the most animal-looking ones there is.
they've got feathers, not fur.
So, you eat chicken.
But you don't skin chickens for hide.
You gotta pluck the feathers out. They're used for arrows.
Well, I mean, if you kill enough of them, you'll get a plucked feather here and there.
Yeah, but they're worthless. They sell for 7 copper.
Yep. Elf cheese.
I think one thing they could add to World of Warcraft is the animals in zones would interact with each other, so like they can get, like the bears would hunt down like the foresters or something.
Oh,
Forest
like
striders.
you might when the wolves
help?
go kill the rats.
For the Alliance.
Yeah, but you know,
Light bless you. For the
you cannot
Alliance.
tell me a bear and this
Go with
forest
honor,
strider
friend.
fledgling would be best
Light bless
friends.
you. Be careful.
Like the 1 in a million
with
chance they
honor.
are, yes, but like more
For the
often than not,
Alliance.
the bear would be looking at it like lunch.
In Disney World, it would be.
I mean, in Ark they do it pretty well. Like the Rexes will go after different dinosaurs. The Raptors go after dinosaurs that would kill them, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Forest Strider. You can come back for a fight. Yeah. I like the crossbow. Because I can just stand still as they want to run around and just help them for more damage.
Yeah.
I need to get closer.
Although I do not like hunters in retail WoW.
You don't like the people who play hunters, or you just don't like hunters, the class?
The class. There's only one type of person that plays WoW that I will hate, and that is mage players.
Lasers.
And the ones that are even more hated than that are still mage players, but they're the Alliance mage players.
Mm.
How's that one for you? Now I'm rocking 2 greens as weapons.
Nice.
My short sword has a +1 stamina, and the blade of cunning with a +2 agility. I think I'm almost ready to go fight those threshers and steal their eyes. Although I feel like that's about as equivalent as a underwater level.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna avoid that. And I'm gonna go steal the Highborn relics. And try to get one more Strider meat, because I still haven't completed that one.
Are you one of those that avoids the swimming quests at all costs?
Yes.
They've never really bothered me much.
It's not so much like they bother me a whole lot. It's just I don't like being able to run around. Like, they feel so slow and sluggish. And especially with, like, the Thresher Eyes drop rate.
Yeah.
It's like... is my biggest thing. I forgot to level up sword. I forgot I had to level up swords. So my skill window when I'm fighting this runt is just swords increased to
Yeah, I had to do that with the staff.
every swing.
I did that with the staff earlier. Just fighting some pigs. Just sit there and whack them with the stick.
Yeah. The weapon skills of the swords went from like 1 to 27. I barely took any damage. Wow. You don't know, you thought mage is good, but I don't like it. It is the lazy man's class, in all honesty, because you can sit there and spam like 3 abilities and just like AoE grind XP. It's like the Bard in EverQuest. They'll just train the whole zone and kite them around. That's what the mage is.
Yeah. I mean,
Then you gotta deal with it because they stole your mob.
You say it is. You say it's the lazy man's class, but you do have to move around a lot.
So you just don't shoot a icy cone in front of you, trap them in place, then just drop like a blizzard on top of their heads?
Well, I mean, it just depends on if you're fighting one guy. If you're fighting one guy, then yeah. But
Oh, I'm talking about the AoE farming. That's their whole method. Is just you hold them down with like the frost cone stuff, and then you drop a blizzard on their head.
Yeah.
And then you'll just go get a new group because usually they're not surviving that long. And then at most you gotta like reposition your kite, wait for your cone cooldown to be done if it's not, and then do it all over again. This is rinse and repeat. So how is that not the lazy man class?
Well, I mean, I'm playing a priest here, and I'm only pushing 3 buttons. So.
Well, to be fair though, you're level 10,
and I'm not running around.
Yeah, but then again, you're like level 10.
It would be the same with mages at that level. They'd still have to.
No, this is the higher level mages because you don't get the icy cone until like 40s.
Apples and oranges, apples and oranges.
I mean, if you want to be included in the lazy man class, you might, yes, but
I am in the lazy man class.
Just know you self-inserted yourself in that one.
I did. Okay.
Inventory is full.
That wasn't a green dagger, was it? Okay, good. Because I was gonna be a little annoyed if I got a green drop of a dagger right after finally getting a sword. Hey, good thing I never bought that 3rd bag. I just got a green one.
Nice.
You got the black one, I got the green one. I think I got a red one earlier on retail doing a dungeon or something and around Stormwind.
Yeah, on the newer versions of I get bag drops quite often.
Yeah, but they're next to useless because you can just buy like the 14 or 22 ones on the auction house for like what, 4 gold?
Yeah, it's definitely not the
it's just there for aesthetics now.
The dopamine rush that they are in this game.
They're there just for aesthetics anymore. Hey, look what I got. They added a rare in Goldshire. Or not Gold, was it Goldshire? The one that's like where the humans start out in Classic. Or is that no, it's Northshire. Yeah, Northshire. They added a rare up there, a rare kobold, and he drops a bag.
Yeah.
Almost guaranteed too.
Yeah, he's in that mine, isn't he?
Well,
He's
the
in the
mine
back
is
of the
closed
mine.
off since the dragon flew through. So he stands in front of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Deal, elf.
It's an elf. Never question him.
I know.
Hey, you wanna come have some shrooms? I didn't even know these guilds had shrooms on them. Oh, they're even the red speckled kind for you.
I supply only the finest goods.
No wonder these guilds are so territorial. We're in their fields. They're secretly drug lords here.
Yep.
They're supplying limps of Lamosia here.
That's right. dropping those sparkly
Herbs.
herbs. Or so they call them.
Yeah.
Safe travels.
I still get a kick at, like, that's your first introduction to an NPC, and his first thought is you're dealing narcotics?
Yeah, to tell you that it's like a like a big time drug.
Yeah.
You need something? Farewell. Be careful.
So when are you gonna run up to Darkshore to do some questing?
I don't know. I'm about to level out of Darkshire. I mean, oh, you
Darkshire?
mean Dark. Did you say?
I didn't know you were in Duskwood. When did you get to level 20?
Did you say Dark Shore or Darkshire?
Darkshore. You said Darkshire.
Yeah, I thought you said Dark Shore. Yeah, I'm. I don't know. I may be too high level here pretty soon for Dark Shore.
Darkshore goes up to level 20.
Light be with you.
Does it?
Yeah.
Careful.
That's why it's recommended
Light bless you.
from
For the
11
Alliance,
to at
light
least
bless you.
16 before next zone.
Be careful.
I mean, it's up to you on how you want to do it, but like
Go with honor, friend.
it
Light
recommends
bless you. Be careful.
Darkshore up to like 16, 17, and then you can go back to your like other
I
zones.
supply
I'll
only
probably
the
just go
finest
back
goods.
to. I will probably just go back to Lochmadan. That's kind of the equivalent of that area's equivalent of.
For the Alliance.
It has a lot less quests. That's why I ran up here. And I also heard this was a good spot for rogues to level up compared to Westfall and
Yeah.
early
Well,
levels.
any place is better than Westfall. Oh, that place is a death trap, especially if they send you to Moonbrook.
Moonbrook and And then you got Red Ridge, like as like another, like the next zone over. It's like so after you suffer through Westfall,
Yep.
now you gotta suffer through Red Ridge with the
Yeah.
orcs.
You got 2 black eyes? Okay, we're gonna give you a bloody nose next.
Ah, you haven't met your deductible for insurance yet, huh?
No. Yeah,
I'll probably
they
go
had
give those orcs.
they had some sort of stats. You've probably seen this stat before, but they had some sort of stats where they were tracking how many players these mobs killed, and the ones around Boonbrook were the ones that were at the highest level. The pillagers and the looters.
Yeah, because like even if you kill the looters, the
Be
pillagers
careful.
are launching fireballs in your face.
Right. And they're so densely packed
Far
in
away.
there.
The one I hate the most is the ones where they're shooting from inside, like through the wall itself.
Yeah. Yes.
It's like, why can't I do that?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I always love getting shot through a tree or like a wall or whatnot.
Yeah, but then it's like you try to do the same. It's not in line of sight.
Yeah.
Usually how it goes.
Oh, a mage finally. We've only played this game for 8 hours, eight almost 9 hours, and a mage has finally buffed my intelligence for me after I.
Oh, that's so kind of them.
Yeah, after I hit him with Stam.
You hit him with a ban. I'm gonna ban you out of World of Warcraft. Buff me now.
Stam.
Yeah, I know.
Not ban.
I feel like you're just gonna like break out your game master passwords, like give me a buff or you're banned.
Yeah.
It's like you're just standing there menacingly with your dwarf eyes.
Well met.
They made us get rid of all
Go
of
with
that.
honor, friend. Light bless you.
Couldn't keep it.
He's standing there menacingly with his cold, heartless eyes. This dwarf threatened me.
Nope.
I feel like dwarves should be on the horde side.
Why is that?
Their eyes. You cannot tell me they're not evil and plotting revenge.
I made mine look kind of like a dark iron. Got like really pale skin with red eyes.
Well, like World of Warcraft dwarves, like whenever like a catastrophe strikes Azeroth, like the dwarves seem to suffer like almost worse than even the humans.
That's what Jacob says. Jacob says that too. Say every game I've ever played, man, the dwarves are always just getting knocked around.
Yeah,
They're poor people.
it's the same way in like this game though. Like they're the ones that always get like knocked down around the worst.
Yeah.
And it's like you never see like the humans like stepping up. Like we'll help you.
Mm-hmm.
It's only when it involves humans getting attacked they're like, all right, now it's serious.
Yeah.
And that's why the Alliance is full of racists. They're the real villains, like, let's be honest.
Oh, I agree.
That's why you gotta play as an orc at all times.
Yep.
Or at least an undead.
40
Because they are reformed from their cult.
40 for life.
Shreves. Yeah.
You need something?
With how much they follow the light,
See you
they're
later.
guaranteed a cult, right?
That's right. $99 silver.
All this human mage is trying to steal my bear skinning. This is mine, dude. No. Leave. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, don't shoot my fledgling. I hate you, dude.
I've had players run
This is
up.
why I hate mages right now.
I've had players run up on me, and as soon as I looted a corpse, they immediately skinned it. And I was a Skinner
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And so whenever people would do that, I would loot the corpse and I would just leave it open, and I would just sit there and see how long they would wait. They would usually, after about 30 seconds, they usually ran away.
I'm anymore. I just like I have it on auto loot, so I'm already clicking the skinning. So it's finished the auto loot and it's already skinning the bird for me.
Yeah.
Because I've had that happen too. I also had people run up and like steal the mining nodes, because like in this one it takes multiple hits.
Yeah.
So it's like I'll start hitting it, and then it's like they're gonna steal like the last hit against me, because usually that's the one that drops like the gem or whatever, if it is. It always bugged me.
Yeah. You get a lot of people in that. You know, it makes you wonder what they act like in their real life.
They're what real life? They play World of Warcraft. They don't have a life.
Well, I mean, they got to go out and eat somewhere. I mean, they cut in line in front of people, and
You sure? There's the reason why DoorDash is so popular.
it's true. Yeah, you didn't see those delivery places pop up until after MMOs came on the scene.
Yeah. Well, have you seen the DoorDash commercials where like the guy was inside the gamer's video game itself? Like he was playing a horror game, and all of a sudden here's a DoorDash guy like, "Here's your order."
I think I have seen that, or something similar to it.
DoorDash added a thing where like if you order, like you can add like special notes, so it's like you can have them bring like McDonald's, but you can also pick up like a pack of batteries for your gaming controller.
I did not know that.
Too.
That's scary. Scary.
All I can just think is like someone took advantage of that and had him pick up a box of condoms or something, just to embarrass the DoorDasher. Like, you know, it's guaranteed. Someone had to try thought of that.
Yeah.
And of course, they had to like they picked like they need like the extra small size or something. So here's the DoorDash guy doing the checkout lane.
What can I do for you?
That'd be.
Or the Alliance?
I think the DoorDasher would be valid for asking for extra tip on that one.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
Go with honor, friend.
I'd say I would not buy those.
Send back a message going, "I'm sorry for your small size, but you're on your own." There's one EverQuest streamer I want. Like, he lost his job like as a taxi driver because obviously they had to cut because of Uber. And so he started being a DoorDasher and an Uber driver.
Safe travels.
Like he's like, someday I have to go get an actual real job, but I'm so old now these days.
Yeah.
I'd hate to work for someone younger than myself. And I'm just sitting there like, I don't know about you, but Uber drivers and DoorDashers, they make pretty good money. I would like, at least some of the ones I knew that did it. Like, they get like a lot of tips. And then of course you got those outrageous delivery fees.
Right.
So I'm like, so I don't know what that guy was really like. Maybe he just lives in an area where it's common for one to get like orders like that, I guess. So hopefully he's doing better, because he doesn't stream no more. When you've been on Twitch so long, you've seen streamers come and go.
Yeah.
And it's always like the good ones too. Or the best ones.
The ones that pique your interest and then they don't stay.
Yeah.
Well,
The ones,
everybody flocks to what's popular.
well, they just don't stream. They just stop streaming altogether. But
Well, I'm talking about like the you know, the viewer base.
yeah,
Most of them, you know, you get you get some outliers, you know, time to time who you know, prefer small streams, but most of them they want to go in and see the big
well, the ones
streamers.
that, yeah, there was one that I watched. He was like a really good streamer. So, like, he was doing World of Warcraft, but he made it interesting. Like when he was just like grinding out mounts, because that's what his whole focus was collecting mounts. And he's like, he made this like huge push because he was like at like 45 followers for affiliate. He's like, we're gonna get affiliate, and this is gonna be so cool. Emotes. He got affiliate, and next week he just stopped streaming altogether.
Oh wow!
It's like, and then it's like he came back on like a couple months later because I don't unfollow that, and he's like, yeah, there's not enough viewers to keep me motivated to go.
Yeah, yeah, you have to kind of just like to do it. You know, if you're doing it for, you know, if you're doing it for, you know, for people to watch you, if you're doing it for money, you know,
that's the wrong mindset.
It is. It's not gonna last. Even if you do get those, it's still
maintaining them.
Yeah, it's still going to be rough to maintain it because it's not something that you're enjoying doing.
I don't know. I'm just happy making this a hobby.
Oh yeah, same here. I just like getting on with the guys and recording the static ones and then hopping on with you and doing the streaming, and it's fun. Go ahead.
Yeah, and then you question your sanity afterwards going,
yeah.
his words were rambling, but they're sticking with me. Now I'm stuck up all night thinking of like on his things he's said, and he's like, he makes a lot more sense. Yeah.
No, it's when you start making sense. Yeah, that's when we we start questioning our sanity.
I'm trying to get this last Strider meat.
It's not dropping, huh?
No. Next stream, I swear I'm gonna install like how many times you've killed a mob, like the kill tracker.
Yeah, just have it like in a banner across the top, just how many you've killed.
Well, it just sets it in like the little info bar, like down in the corner. Killed X amount of times.
Yeah.
That's all it does. I can confidently tell you I've killed Jackass for the Rivendare mount 112 times since I reinstalled WoW Retail.
Jackass. I'm glad.
Not you, Jack Altamont.
I'm glad I called him that. I'm glad you called him that. He doesn't deserve a real name.
No, he doesn't.
Looking for something specific?
No, not you, Jack. The character in the
See you around.
World of Warcraft. The one that you've seen me, like, clear the dungeons at least. I feel like I've cleared it at least 200 something times by now.
Ugh.
Like, over the course of the years of just, like, off and on trying it. Because it's usually, like, towards the end of an expansion that I'll start doing, like, mount collection because of subscription. I don't want to just waste it. So it's like I'll go hit the dungeon like 10 times, get the lockout, and it's like, oh, that's good enough for the day. So it's like 10 times. Oh well. One day it will drop.
One day.
I'm just happy over that purple dragon though. That one had me real excited.
Yeah, that one's very difficult to get.
It was rated in the top 10 hardest ones for a long time, and then of course, expansions came out.
Yeah. Well, people were camping it, would camp it so much.
Well, that one in the Time Lost Proto Drake is still rated #1 of the hardest ones. By the way, these Forest Striders, they drop 2 of them pretty regularly on the light leather.
Oh, do they? That's good.
Yeah. And I finally got that last piece after almost a whole stack of light leather. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be rich. Now I get to go swimming for the Thresher Eyes. I'm gonna sell the spider legs because I feel like I'm out. It's not worth keeping them around right now.
Be quite a run to get up there and to do the quest to get it, and then they're only worth like
A few skill points.
yeah.
Severed Talons are loaded.
What are you?
5 of them sell for 5 silver almost.
What are you up to?
On what?
As far as like
Cooking?
Yeah, cooking.
I am
50 will get you to the next.
I am at 43.
Okay. So in most of the skills, once you hit 50, you can usually train the next level or the next.
Yeah. Well, if I picked up some ale things, I could probably cook up more. Wait, no. I can probably get a recipe right here for the strider meat that I've been hunting down.
Did you get any eggs from the
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been
herb
cooking
baked.
them up with.
Have you? Okay. That's always a good one too.
Speaking of herb baked eggs, I might as well eat for my next stamina buff here. I like Final Fantasy 14 because when you eat, you get an XP buff
Oh, that's cool.
of 3%. And Strider 2 is cooking level 50 needed. Well, that's always nice. And I get a quest reward that is worse than the weight I grabbed off a monster. That's always nice.
Yeah, it is kind of a letdown where you put all the effort into it and gives you some kind of crappy. Like I finally got all of the red linen bandanas, and you can go get a robe, but the robe is white. It doesn't even have a buff on it. And I have a robe from my
Those
class
pesky
quest.
white robes.
Yeah, well, I've got a robe from my class quest that's got a buff on it at least.
I gave you that recipe. I gave you the recipe for the tailoring robe that gives you a buff too.
I'm not gonna do tailoring.
Well, you can at least sell the recipe, I think. He's not gonna do tailoring.
Nope.
Too much work.
Yeah, it's just gonna take too much time away from.
Heaven forbid.
You know,
that it ruins your
getting the quest,
world record pace you got going right now.
That's right. That's right. Like I say, I'm just lulling you into a false sense of security.
I love how we're like having a competition, but having so much fun alongside it.
Yeah.
This is what a competition should be
an
about.
unstressful competition. Yeah.
Yeah. He's luring me into a true sense of security. Your methods are unbeatable. You have giant muscles. I mean, look at these giant muscles. I just shoot the Thresher to come to me instead of swimming all the way down there. Why can they swim so much faster? Where's the Dre? I don't know. This bolt's gonna run me over real quick, though. Oh, it's a good thing I didn't come fight these Threshers earlier. They're level 13. They would have kicked my butt.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm level 14. Oh, wait, they're skinnable? Oh, this is so glorious.
Sometimes you can get a tooth off of them, too. It's a... I think it's a white. But it is a dagger. Use it as a dagger.
I have never seen one, but...
They're very rare. They were very sought after for the Iron Man players.
Have you ever tried an Iron Man?
I've tried it a few
Breaks
times.
on me.
I would get them to about 30, and then I would lose interest in playing.
Be good.
Was it the lose interest, or you would die?
No, I would just lose interest. Very few of them. Very few of them. I got. I think I had at one time. I had one for every level, and maybe the only one that had died was the Warrior of Course.
I've never attempted the Iron Man. I've only attempted the One Life hardcore.
I mean, it's kind of, it's interesting. I might be able to have a little bit more stamina with it if we were to do it together or something like that one day. But
Which one, the hardcore or the Iron Man?
The Iron Man. Iron Man. I don't really have too much interest in doing the. Well, actually, the Iron Man was a hardcore.
Yeah, because it only had the One Life.
Yeah, it was the original hardcore, and you had to do it with. So the hardcore is kind of like the light version of that because you get to use some stuff with the.
See, I'd rather be able to use like the greens and all that stuff. Like that's more interesting to me than just using whites all the time.
And they only go up to the whites only go up to like 45, and then you're done. Unless you can find one that's off of a mob that happens to be white at higher levels, which there are a few, like two, maybe 3 items.
Yeah, I'd be more down to do that kind than I would be down to do a Iron Man, because isn't Iron Man like you have to play solo also?
Yeah, you can't.
So it's like we couldn't even do an Iron Man together anyway.
Yeah. Well, we could do it. We could do it like we're doing here. We just couldn't. We couldn't help each other like on certain mobs, like we did.
Yeah. I'd rather just do a hardcore, like a character on the hardcore server, see who could last longer.
Well, maybe we'll get once Brock and Bellhorn get a little bit more used to the game.
Feet on the ground.
Maybe we'll do, take a month off or something like that and see how far we can get on one of the hardcore servers.
Yeah.
Might be something we can do in the future.
I like how you're getting them used to the game on Ascension, where everything is mixed up and not like set in stone.
What do you mean?
Well,
What's
they're
on your
picking.
mind?
Aren't they picking like abilities from all the
Keep your feet
Get
on the
'em.
ground.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
here? And it's like they're like, why can't I raise the dead with my priest?
Right. Well, yeah. Why can't I stealth as a warrior? Why can't I get? Why can't I learn
Aye.
stealth?
Yeah, see.
Safe travels.
I'll say, oh no, can't do that here, buddies. No, they know. They know what the real one is like. I talk to them about it a lot.
How are you?
Yeah, but
Safe
I just think it would be
travels.
funny.
See you soon.
Yeah.
Be good. Keep your feet
Oh, they
on
would.
the
They would
ground.
definitely. Jacob would definitely say something.
Can I like use my sprint in the water to swim faster?
Oh, you can try it.
It does not work. It just wastes my sprint.
You got my attention. Be good. Off with you. Watch your back. Be good.
All right. Well, we're about 6 minutes over the 3 hours, so I think we're at our time limit here. You at a place where we
Oh,
can log out?
yeah. I'm gonna hearth back to
What can I get for you today?
Dongmano
Watch your back.
or Lakmodan, and then fly to Iron Forge, and we can call it then.
Interest you on
Okay.
a pint?
I think I'm done with Darkshore for a minute, anyway.
Off with you.
Because it's a lot of those grindy quests, and then I gotta go deal with more.
Hey, there's the tradesman here in the Belsmar Inn has
Talk
has
to me.
a recipe for smoked bear meat, but it doesn't give you any it doesn't give you any boosts. It's just normal food,
Watch your back.
but it might give you. You've got a bunch of bear meat in your bag.
I've been storing the bear meat
What
for
can I do
the
for you?
I mean, okay.
the blood sausage that gives me the +4 to stamina
Yeah.
when I eat it.
Safe travels.
Alright. I'm flying
Great
to
to
Iron
meet
Forge.
ya.
I do have
Bye.
Minnesota Harbor, like wetlands flight path down, so I could just fly back if I wanted to go back to Darkshore. Instead of running it back.
Yeah. I always thought the dwarven houses were really cool looking. I'd live in an underground house like this.
I'm kind of curious for Tuesday, like when the player housing when it comes out on like Wednesday, because I am not logging in on patch day, even if it is done.
Yeah.
Because I cannot recall a single time they have not been DDoS.
Mm-hmm.
So
Just by the player base themselves trying to log in.
yeah. Well, then it's like you got those like big streamers wanting to log in, and someone will want to ruin for them,
Yeah.
so they DDoS the whole servers.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well,
I'd rather just play it safe and not log in.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop my stream. So everybody, thank you for joining us. If you've made it this far,
All
still
right,
got a
I'm
long,
gonna stop
still
my
got a long
stream
way to
too.
go.
All right, thanks for hanging out, Super and Jack. I'll unstream here.